Guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be sharing my TBR for March. This month I'm really focusing on finishing and catching up on series. I have a few series started that I really want to either finish or at least catch up on. So that is my goal for this month. I'm not going to be really participating in a lot of readathons this month since I do want to focus on catching up on these series. I am only going to be participating in two, and that's the Buzzwordathon. That's a readathon that I really like, so I'm for sure going to do that one, plus the readathon that I am hosting or co-hosting, which is Musicathon. So I definitely have to participate in that because that is my readathon. But other than that, I'm really going to focus on continuing series and finishing up series. So with that said, let's just get into my TBR. First one is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Luna Chronicles series. I read Cinder in February, and I didn't love Cinder. I gave it like a 3 stars, so it was overall an okay book, but I am kind of interested to read Scarlet because Cinder left off on a note that left me intrigued. So I'm going to give Scarlet a try, and hopefully I'll like it more than Cinder. I'm like really hoping, because I don't want to give up on this series because I know this is a really popular one, but we'll just see how it goes. Then I have a few Colleen Hoover books. I am like on a Colleen Hoover book binge. Right now, I am just so into her books right now. I'm currently reading Hopeless, and I'm loving it so far, so I just want to keep reading her books. I have It Ends With Us. This is one that a lot of people really love. This is like a lot of readers' favorite book by her. So I've been really interested in picking it up because of that. So I probably am going to get to this book for sure, because this is a book that I'm putting on my Romanceopoly TBR, which is a reading challenge. I'm doing a yearly challenge, so this is one of the next books I'm getting to that challenge, so most likely I will be reading it in March because of that. And I also have Too Late. This is a dark romance, or a dark book. This is like her darkest book ever, so it is very controversial. But because it's so dark, that's why I really want to read it, because I love dark books. I love dark romances, so hopefully I will like this one. And I also have Maybe Not, which is a novella to Maybe Someday. I read Maybe Someday in February, and I loved it so much. So far, it is my favorite book of the year, so I for sure want to keep reading this series. There's also a second book, which is called Maybe Now, so I'm also going to get to that one. Probably these ones are at the top of my TBR for March, because I love Maybe Someday so much, so I really want to keep on reading this little series. The next one that I really want to get to, that is like, I think going to be one of the first books I get to in March. I'm so excited to keep on reading this series. And that is Lover Eternal by J.R. Ward, which is the second book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I read Dark Lover, the first book, in February, and really loved it. So much so that I've been really looking forward to reading the rest of the books in this series, and I'm going to at least try to get to the next 2 books, which is Lover Eternal and Lover Awakened. So that is my goal, just to get to at least the second and third book in the series this month. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I kept reading more books in this series this month, because so far I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited to read this series. So I might just binge them. We'll see if that happens. And the last book that I'm going to mention is a random one, and that is Stray by Rachel Vincent. This is a paranormal book that has to do with werecats, which sounds so cool. I'm actually writing a paranormal book right now. I'm like kind of working on it on the side, and when I'm writing something, I like to read the same genre of what I'm writing, so that's why I really want to pick this one up, just so I can get a feel of the genre more. So I'm going to give it a try, and it sounds really good, so I hope I like it. So this was a pretty short TBR. They're just all books that are part of series that I really want to finish. Of course, I do have more books on my TBR, but those are books that are part of readathons, and I'll have separate TBR videos for those readathons coming out. But for now, this is just my general TBR for March. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you'll be reading in March, or let me know if you've read any of the books I mentioned. What are your thoughts on them? I would really love to know. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more bookish related videos. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter because I post a lot on there. I upload 2 to 3 times a week, so I'll be back really soon. Bye!